So in this video, I'm going to talk about Steve Hanke or Stephen Hanke and James Conner. These two gentlemen did a video where they talked about the U.S. economy and Canada trade wars that it equals recession. So I will do my best to get my thoughts and kind of summarize what I've been watching in these videos about him discussing the economy and him. Oh, sorry, you guys, my battery. What was I talking about? Oh, him discussing, economic issues. So the U.S. economy and the Fed, what they mentioned about that, he argues that the Federal Reserve lacks a clear economic model, referring to its data-dependent approach as inadequate. He also criticized the Fed for not using proper framework like the quantity theory of money, which links money supply changes to inflation. And the recent third interest rate cut by the Fed was anticipated, but it gave mixed messages indicating fewer cuts in 2025. And it led the market to reaction. So despite a strong GDP growth, quarter three 2024 at 3.1%, he believes the Fed rate cuts are a reactionary move to perceived inflation risk rather than a well-founded strategy. So Steve disagrees with the idea that inflation is driven by government policies like tariffs or reduced taxes, suggesting that inflation is fundamentally caused by increases in the money supply. That inflation is not a result of government action, but of the Fed's monetary policies. As for the government spending and inflation, in response to Elon Musk's views, he stresses that inflation isn't directly caused by the government spending. Instead, inflation arises when the central bank creates money to finance deficits, as seen during, COVID-19, when the Fed expanded the money supply to buy government bonds. They further go into that increased government spending does not lead to inflation unless it's financed by money creation. He also talked about the impact of inflation, especially on lower income individuals who face rising costs without, these comparable increase in their wages. So because of the inflation causes the prices of everyday necessities like groceries, rent, energy to rise, these goods and services are essential for lower income people who don't have the luxury to choose where to spend their money. For example, prices on staple items like eggs, meaning that lower income individuals are forced to pay more for the same item. So these individuals can't keep up with inflation. They're at a standstill. They're stuck. There's no room, right? And now because the prices are so high, they can't pay more for, well, because the prices are so high, they pay more for fewer items. And a lot of us see that when we go into the grocery store. Now back to what James and Steve was talking about, because I got a little off track with that. As for Canadian economy, they discussed the potential negative impact on tariffs imposed by Trump, especially on key industries like timber, which could further drive up, the housing costs in the U.S. I don't want to keep this video too long, but they also talked about economic policies, including the pandemic, lockdowns. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think there could be a possible another shutdown like COVID-19? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. They also talked about immigration, the Canadian dollar, Canada's government, and the need for less government control. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. But if you can, share this video, like this video, and you guys, I will see you in another video. Take care.